A few years back, Oksana and Herman made a promise to build their lives together. Herman, a determined entrepreneur, was making strides in his business ventures. With his encouragement and financial backing, Oksana finally chased her lifelong dream of becoming a fashion designer. He gifted her a sewing machine and set up a small creative corner in their home, a space where her ideas came to life. What began as a hobby turned into commissioned pieces for friends and acquaintances, all cheering her on as she honed her talent. Herman even paid for her to attend workshops and classes, pushing her closer to mastery. In those early days, Herman's business faced its fair share of obstacles. That changed when Vladimir, an old college acquaintance, resurfaced. Captivated by Herman's drive, Vladimir joined him as a business collaborator. Their partnership took off, and Herman grew to trust him deeply. Life seemed ideal, a booming business, a devoted wife, and a cozy home. Wanting to express his appreciation for Oksana, Herman planned a surprise. He remembered a quaint jewelry shop he'd passed once and stopped in to ask if they made custom pieces. After a promising chat with the artisan, Herman worked closely with him to design a white gold ring featuring soft wave-like details, a nod to their first meeting by the sea. When the ring was ready, he presented it to Oksana, who was visibly moved. She wore it proudly beside her wedding ring. Months later, after a taxing day, Herman came home anticipating a peaceful evening. As they sat for dinner, he noticed something was off. "Xana, where's your ring?" he asked, puzzled. "I scratched it while sewing," she admitted, a little embarrassed. "I took it to a workshop to have it polished." "You could have told me. I'd have taken it back to the original jeweler," Herman replied, disappointment written on his face. "It's just a minor fix," she laughed. "Don't worry, I've got it." The next morning, hurrying to catch a bus, his car still at mechanics, Herman couldn't shake a nagging doubt. He tried to believe her explanation, though Oksana was no stranger to clumsy accidents. Later that day, scrambling to get to a meeting and finding no ride in sight, he spotted Vladimir's car nearby. Odd, since Vladimir had claimed to be sick. Curious, Herman walked up just as Vladimir exited a shop, holding a small bag. "I thought you were resting," Herman said, suspicion rising. "Yeah, I'm feeling better," Vladimir replied after a short pause. "Just picking up a few things." Herman asked for a ride, and they drove off together. On the way, Vladimir brought up their shared goal again, expanding the business and making their partnership official. Though previously delayed by paperwork, he now pressed harder. But Herman wasn't fully listening. Something fell off. As he reached for a water bottle in the back seat, his eyes caught a glint on the floor mat. A custom ring, Oksana's. Shock and confusion flooded him. He stared at it, then at Vladimir, and the pieces began falling into place. The sick day, the missed work, the workshop visit, and now the ring in his car. It all made sense now. Vladimir hadn't just been vying for a role in the business. He'd been making moves on Oksana too. Fury and betrayal surged through Herman. Thankfully, the company was registered solely under his name, giving him full authority. That very night, Herman revoked Vladimir's access to business files and locked him out of their offices. He wasn't going to let this go unanswered. At home, Herman returned the ring to Oksana, revealing what he'd discovered. Her face went pale. The truth was undeniable, and her silence confirmed it. Without waiting for excuses, Herman told her to leave. She packed what she could, though she begged for forgiveness. He was done. To avoid further contact, Herman had the rest of her things sent by courier, his final act of closure. Hoping for solace, Oksana leaned on Vladimir, but the illusion quickly shattered. With his reputation damaged and no foothold in business, Vladimir floundered. Their financial struggles deepened, and Oksana bore the brunt. Exhausted and disillusioned, she left him, moving in with a friend before filing for divorce. She made one final attempt to reconnect with Herman, but for him, the chapter was sealed. He had no interest in reopening old wounds. Instead, he dove back into his work, his true anchor. Eyes forward, Herman focused on building a stronger future, leaving the betrayals behind for good.